Every day when this guy wakes up, he punches a sandbag 50,000 times. Even the most powerful dragons are like toys to him. He can just casually toss them right out of the atmosphere. But he's spent his whole life training up in the mountains, never coming down once. Yet his masters have never once praised his strength, so the guy has always thought he was weak. One day, the man hears that beginner adventurer testing is about to start, and finally gets his chance to come down from the mountain. When the man arrives at the testing site, the first test is measuring magic level. Test takers have to put their hand on a crystal ball in front of them, and everyone's magic power is judged by how bright the light glows. Looking around, most of the test takers have magic levels of C rank or D rank. Nobody expected that when the man takes his test, the crystal ball doesn't light up at all. As a result, his magic level gets rated as F rank. In an instant, people around him start laughing and making fun of him. The second test is for attack power. Test takers have to punch a sandbag with full force, and attack strength is judged by how much the sandbag moves. Gold sandbags have the strongest resistance to hits, while green ones are the weakest. In the man's mind, he's always been hitting gold sandbags. That's what his master required. Looking back now, he realizes just how tough his master was on him. At this point, the examiner announces the test begins. The first test taker uses enhancement magic, and the examiner says it's pretty good. The second test taker is impressive. This blonde kid is only 11 years old, but already has C rank magic, and they say he's a genius. Then the testing begins. The blonde kid unleashes his special attack, third level magic Hellfire. Being able to use third level magic at his age is something nobody else there can do. But unexpectedly, it's all bark and no bite. This isn't because the kid performed it badly, but because third level magic itself is just at that level. Seeing this, the man starts questioning everything, because in his memory, the magic his master used had earth-shattering power. A casual strike could easily level an entire mountain. Even though it's the same fire magic, the power gap is huge. After all the test takers show off their abilities one by one, the man becomes even more convinced of his suspicion. It seems like even the green sandbags have pretty strong resistance. Next, it's the man's turn to test. He hasn't even taken 2 steps when the examiner stops him. The reason is that he's already 30 years old, too old, not suitable to be an adventurer anymore, and kindly suggests he give up. However, this comment has always been the man's sore spot, but he's already made his decision. How could he easily change it? Just as the man throws a full power punch, everyone around freezes up. The man is thinking there's something wrong with this sandbag, and this scene also leaves the blonde kid stunned. He never expected that a 32-year-old guy would steal his thunder. After the defense test begins, the blonde kid discovers that the man's defensive abilities are also terrifyingly impressive. If he hadn't seen it with his own eyes, he simply wouldn't believe it. This man with only F rank magic actually blocked the examiner's 4th level magic completely unharmed. Little did anyone know, this scene happened to be witnessed by a paladin from the kingdom, who immediately rushed to the testing site. When he learned that all of this was caused by just an F rank adventurer, he was also stunned. At this point, the man had already finished his testing.